In case you haven't heard, NFL Draft coming to Kansas City. Leaders making this announcement today.
The city will host the 2023 NFL Draft. It'll be held around Union Station and the World War I Museum and Memorial. You're looking at some renderings of what it could look like when the big day gets here. This also includes the NFL Draft experience. That means the Lombardi Trophy will be here, along with interactive exhibits and autograph sessions too.
41 Action supporter Stephen Dow joining us. Stephen, 2023, an important year for Kansas City, and we're not just talking the draft here.
We're not just talking about the draft in 2023. That's when the new terminal at KCI will open. Now, the NFL Draft won't be really close to the airport, but KCI certainly could have played a role in landing this huge event.
2023, NFL fans around the country will meet in the heart of the nation. Kansas City, known for its fountains and barbecue.
We're going to stay till Saturday night to make that pick.
Chiefs fans traveled to Nashville for the 2019 NFL Draft. Kathy Nelson with the Sports Commission was also there, optimistic about KC's draft hosting chances in the future.
I know, I have in my heart, I know that we're ready to host this.
That optimism is now a reality.
In 2023, Kansas City will host the NFL Draft.
Where does the new single terminal at KCI come into play?
When that shining new terminal is finished in early 2023.
The expected completion date is early 2023. Instead of being selected for the 2022 draft, Kansas City was picked for 2023. Whether you support the new terminal being built, those outside of the state see airports as a key requirement to awarding bids.
To bring the World Cup to the Midwest.
Right now, Kansas City is one of the finalists to host a 2026 World Cup match. One area that KC scored low in was transportation. Experts say that also includes the quality of the airport.
Kansas City competes against a lot of cities in the United States. They look at the city's infrastructure and the things happening in that city, but also they look at the airport infrastructure, the nonstop flights, the airline service into that city as well.
Now, Visit KC told us that there will be a press conference tomorrow morning to officially recognize that bid selection. In the studio, Stephen Dow, 41 Action News.
The draft is also a big moneymaker. It broke records in Nashville this year, generating about $133 million in direct spending. The city says it had an even bigger economic impact at about $224 million in all. Let's put that in perspective for you. Dallas reported $125 million in impact in 2018.
A lot of money. Speaking of on the money, Director Mick Schaefer, our sports director in the newsroom. Mick, a lot of eyes will be on Kansas City real soon.
That's right. You know, the Super Bowl is undoubtedly the NFL's biggest event. It's the sport's biggest event, but the NFL Draft is number 2 for the NFL, and it's growing rapidly, especially since 2015 when the league put the draft on the move. Travis Kelce was at Operation Breakthrough today. Kelce was part of the 2013 draft when it was still locked down in New York. 2023 would be his 11th season in Kansas City.
Why not bring it to Kansas City? It's, you know, pride and joy. I mean, that Union Station is absolutely beautiful. I think it'll be a cool experience for a lot of people coming to the Midwest that might not know much about Kansas City, and putting it right there, close to downtown, still close to other areas around the city that are jumping. I think it's a great place for it.
By the way here, guys, from a sports perspective, most of the first-round picks in the 2023 NFL Draft just graduated high school this month. In the newsroom, I'm Mick Schaefer, 41 Action News.
That is some perspective there. Thank you, sir. Again, there will be a press conference tomorrow to officially recognize this bid. We plan on being there. We'll bring you the latest on air and online at kshb.com.